Hello, hello, my frizzy friends. How are we this morning? Good morning to everybody who's in here with me, to everybody who's watching the replay. Welcome in. Happy Thanksgiving week, everybody. Let's see who's in here with me. We've got Maddie in the house and Mary Ann is here. Let's see, you're listening, but also trying to get your third pattern typed up for your winter set. Excellent. And Heidi is here. Welcome in. Lisa. Hello, hello, my friends. How's everybody this week? How you guys doing so far? I hope you're well. Do you see this over here? There's Amber. Look, Amber, I fit everything inside the Amber bag. So this is Amber's design. And look at how pretty that is, you guys. So her pattern for that is over on her Ko-Fi page. So if one of my mods in the chat is able to put that up, otherwise I will go grab that in just a moment. But look how pretty. I love the colors. They're so pretty and vibrant. So nice. Excellent. Everything fits perfectly. Hi, Claire. You did. Yay. I'm so excited. I hope you love it. And welcome in, Rudy. And Tank is here. You made it. You remembered I was on. Woohoo. I love it. Yay. Yeah, so that's our monthly gift away for November, which I will be drawing the name. I am coming on Thanksgiving. I'll come on in the morning just like I usually do. And that way, if those of you who are at home and you have the moment that you can come spare a little hour with me hanging out, while I have my coffee, you know, I'm going to have it anyway. So we're going to hang out on Thanksgiving. Hello, Maribel. Welcome in. You're lurking because I have so much work to catch up on. Oh my goodness. Blanket hello to all in the chat. Excellent. My yellow plum. I love that. Where did that start, Tank? I don't remember how that started, but I did go yesterday. I went to, I had to go to Craft Warehouse because I'm working on Sprout, which is another character from Dandy's World. And welcome in, Melanie. Hello from Florida. Ooh, nice and hot there, right? So I finished the head, just the shape. I haven't done any of the details on it, but I can show you. So he's a strawberry character, okay? So he's got a strawberry shaped head. He's going to be big. That's what Lizzie wanted. It comparative to size to Pebble, the rock dog that I already made, and I will have a pattern come out. I'll have these patterns coming out soon, I hope. So yeah, I will get those out to you guys. But I knew I was not going to have enough to do his body. So his body is also in that color, and then the rest of him is other shades of red. So anywho, I'm already running out. I needed another skein, so I got that. It's blowing it way out. It is very red, but I would say it's not even fire engine red like it's looking on there. It's actually a little darker than that, luckily, because otherwise it'd be like, whoa, that's too bright. But so I bought that, and then in the character, so he doesn't have seeds all over his head, but he has 2 round cheek marks, and those have like 3 seeds on each of them, and they're a little darker in red, and I don't think you can really pick it up much difference, but this is a little tone darker, so that'll be for his cheeks, and then I have all the other colors I need for him. Mishi said Maribel means yellow plum in German. Oh, very cool. I like that. It's so nice to, you know, I'm learning new words in other languages. Lovely. Melissa G is in the house. Hello, my friend. How are you this morning? So yeah, I am working up the body. She wanted me to make the body even bigger than in like the character drawing of him, because she likes, you know, she wants him to be real squishable. So I'm going to start tapering his body up though. So he'll kind of have like a bulbousy bottom, but it'll start coming up thinner towards the head. So that's what I am working on today. And it's a lot of single crocheting, so it shouldn't really take my brain away, which is a good thing. Hoping my internet holds out for this live. I hope so too, Rebecca. Are you working today? Or did you get the day off? I know my son has a half day today. He has a half day today, and he's off Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for Thanksgiving break. So Welcome in, Homemade with Love. How are you? Let me know if there's another name you want me to call you by, or I'll call you that. So I'm on cup number 2. Got the chunky knitted beanie going. Oh, nice. Oh, you're making me want to knit, Amber. We do that, don't we? We're like, what do you do that? We creatively, it's not, it is encouragement. It really is. But you just make each other want to do things, right? So I did yesterday, I went to Dollar Tree. No, I went to Dollar Tree. I also went to Craft Warehouse. At Craft Warehouse, they had their bamboo, the only ones they had in the size 2 knitting needle, with the double pointed knitting needle that has at least 3 in there. And I want to say they're from Clover brand, but I got those so I could do the sock. Because it does say it needs to be done in the round. I was going to try to do that on the circular ones, but I just don't want it to stretch the sock out of shape. So, oh, you're from India. Nice. I have Vima, who has Vima's Crochet, is also from India, and she pops in usually. Your channel, you're from India, but your channel is also in Croatia. Is that right? You work afternoon today. 10-hour day tomorrow, then off until Monday. Oh, good. You'll have a little respite in there. I was very surprised when I went to Dollar Tree yesterday. They had some cotton yarn. Marianne, are you listening? They had cotton yarn at Dollar Tree, and in more colors than I've ever seen them have cotton yarn. And these are actually, and welcome in, Kendra. Hope you're having a fantastic week as well. This is from Crafters Square, 100% recycled cotton. So each one is 82 yards. So it's not a ton, but Marianne had actually posted in the Discord for members of any tier. If you guys are interested and aren't in there and you want to come, have yarny friends to chat with all day long, pretty much, that's where we hang out, is in the Discord. But anyway, she had posted a pattern for, I think it was Marianne or it was Tank, but it was a double-sided like hot pad, and it had a really neat stitch. I don't remember what the stitch was called, but I think those would make great gifts. And so I was trying to think, I know I sold a lot of the cotton that I had. I was trying to figure out what cotton I was going to use, but then I found these and I was like, these would be so cute. I might have to do, since I don't know how many yardage they need, I may have to use like 2 for 1, you know what I mean? So maybe one side is one color, one side's another. So alpine stitch, yes, which I've never tried that stitch before. So I was thinking that would be fun to try out. To town for Dollar Tree. Yeah, last time I was there, their cotton selection sucked. I got one of each color, and I think I only left maybe 2 or 3 skeins there. They didn't have a lot either, but I'd never seen these colors there for cotton. Melissa G, I'm enabling you, my friend. It doesn't feel too guilt, it doesn't cause you too much guilt if it's only $1.25. Oh my gosh. Suck at this and it gets me frustrated, but can you please help me? Yeah, of course. Unique. I love it. I want to learn how to crochet an animal or a stuffed big ones. Yes. So Unique, if you go take a look. Oh my gosh, Kendra, thank you so much for sending 5 gifted memberships. Let's see who got them. Helix got a gifted membership. Missy SJ and Beth and Ellen's Crochet and Tammy got another gifted membership. Congratulations, you guys. So if you look back on my channel, I have one that's actually starting to get caught into an algorithm of some sort, is one for this little tiny dinosaur. It's all the basic stitches that you'll learn for crochet, and then you get to make something out of it instead of just a ball, which tends to be what most people just teach you how to make, just so it's a spherical object. But it's spherical, but it's cute because it's actually an Ami. So I would check that out. And then I have several other Ami tutorials on there as well, so you can go to town and enjoy doing that. Yes, Tammy. You just got a gifted membership. That was from Kendra. Let's see. Did I miss anything? I just want to make sure. Oh, I'm sorry you're sore, Kendra, but I'm glad you're doing okay. And welcome in, Margaret. I think I missed you sneak in. There we are. I think I caught up. All right. What is it? Kendra gifted 5, Tammy gifted. Oh, okay. Yeah. So anyway, so that's what I did yesterday. I took a break and went over to the craft warehouse. I found pretty much I just got those. I got a couple stocking stuffers for the kids, and then I got oh, you know what I got, you guys? I meant to bring it so I could show you guys. I'd never seen a yarn needle this long. It was about this long, kid you not. So I figured, and I have fluff on my chest, pardon that. So I figured when I'm making these big giant amis that it'll be easier to sew in or sew together pieces and whatnot. I was watching, I don't know if you guys have seen her, and I don't know the name of her channel, but she shows a lot of like shorts videos. She does huge, she calls them like crochet sculptures. She's huge amigurumi. So she's done, gosh, she did like a Mario one. I remember there was like an astronaut one. And I mean, these are like life-size. She had one that was like this long. I've just never seen that. So I grabbed the one that I found. It was only a couple bucks or something like that, but I felt really excited when I saw that. Your sister's also Tammy Fleming? How funny. Small world. Grammy Rita's in the house. Welcome in. So we have been playing with lots of our 2 little kitties, and Arthur is doing so well now. He hangs out downstairs now with the girls. He even this morning was trying to wrestle with Pumpkin, and I had to stop it because he's so big. And if for a long time I think he realized that, but now I think he's like, the urge to play is so strong. You crocheted the floppy cat? It was a wonky floppy cat. That's okay. Try it again, you know? You can always try them again. Oh, you probably haven't seen this, but I did my floppy cat as a mini. So I wouldn't recommend going the mini route yet if you're new to crochet, because this is with thread yarn and a lace needle hook, and it's very tough to do, but oh, so cute. So yeah, this morning Arthur was trying to play with Pumpkin, and she was making some noises. I was like, Arthur, you're too big. Let her grow up a little bit. Oh, she lives in Connecticut in the U.S. Yeah, it was cute though, and I did catch Arthur licking Pumpkin's head like 2 or 3 times, and then that was enough. But that shows, I think that's the final stage of acceptance in the cat realm. You know, it's like when they clean each other, you know, you're in kind of thing. So, and it's really cute because Arthur seems to gravitate towards Pumpkin, and she's the more playful, adventurous one, which makes sense because Arthur is too. He's younger than Merlin, and Merlin tends to go more towards Pie, who looks like him but little, and he's more curious about her, and they're more calm personalities. So it's so cute. I get to see them all snuggling later on, you know, when they get a little bigger. Pumpkin and Pie, Tracy. It's the only thing that we found that stuck with all of us. It has a backstory. Okay, so my daughter Lizzie, when she was little, her hair, when it grew in, I don't know how or why it did this, but it would grow like a mohawk right in the center, right? And so for a while, we started calling her Punky Pie, Punky Dunky, Punk, right? Like a punk rocker. And so she was kind of known as like Pumpkin Pie. And then, you know, of course she grew out of that, got other nicknames and stuff like that. But that's always been something that's kind of been kept around and such. And so with Pie, she's the little runt of the litter. Pie, it's such a short, quick name that it fits her so well. And then Punky, you know, we call her Punky sometimes, but she's the one that's more adventurous and she's just like all over the place. So yeah, so that's where the names came from. Not everybody was as excited about those names as we are, but I think they're getting used to it, because I told my mom, you can call her Sweetie Pie, you know, and she's like, oh, I like that. So she's figured out how to use it to her advantage. So yeah, but they just make us laugh. They're so funny little things, and bring definitely a different energy into the house that I think we needed. So everybody's happy. So yeah, I'm almost finished with this little ball. The ball is starting to unravel, you know, when it becomes like mush ball. So we'll need to get that other skein going here. Hopefully there's an end handy and I don't have to get a bunch of yarn barf out, but we'll see how that goes. Oh my goodness. So what is everybody else working on today? You guys have plans for the holiday, or are you kind of taking it easy on Thursday? Or who will be here for the live? That's what I want to know. Anybody here not going out of town or, you know, over to somebody's house? We are going to go to my mom's house. So my mother-in-law is cooking the turkey here. She's got it brining, or already. And then, so we're all bringing, it's kind of potlucky. We're all bringing in different things. And then my parents are hosting it because they have like the long table, the big dining room kind of thing. So they'll host it there, and it should be lots of fun. But we don't usually eat till something like 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon usually. So yeah, that'll be fun. So the whole morning is just, you know, hanging out. You'll be here? Sweet. Excellent. I'm glad you were saying your friend, I think it was your friend, is going to come down and pick up all the stuff that you've made on their way to Florida, Marianne. I'm glad they can do that. That saves quite a bit in the shipping department. You're trying to learn how to crochet granny square, and it's so hard. Aw. Yeah. One thing I would not recommend is the granny square yarn by Red Heart. I recommend it as, you know, Red Heart yarn. It's kind of it's a workhorse yarn. It's used by so many people. It's not the softest. It's just that I had to use almost a different hook size for every one of the rounds that changed color, because it does, with my tension, it just would never end up where it was supposed to. It was supposed to just be, oh, just keep going around and it's perfect. No, I could never get that. Good morning. Shade is in the house making coffee, breakfast too. I'm working on the bottom. This is the body, and it'll taper up. So kind of pear-shaped, if you will, but like the top doesn't go to a point, right? It goes up to the neck, and then it's the character Sprout, who is a strawberry-headed character from Dandy's World. It's a video game. You're using Red Heart. It's what I started with. I think a lot of people, especially those that want to get into making amigurumis, start with Red Heart because it's very durable, and it makes your amis like solid, you know. So it's not the snuggliest of yarns. So if you're making something for a baby or whatnot, you might want to do more of a blanket yarn. But it keeps its shape really well. Hi, Lisa. Not using your granny square yarn for granny squares. Yeah. Oh, there you go, Lisa. I can't wait to see how that comes out, because I have more of that yarn and I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it. So you play Dandy's World? Well, I saw you had a Roblox character avatar, it looks like. So very cool. Red Heart isn't bad, but making a granny square using the red. Oh, it's terrible. You just got Sprout? Nice. You got a main. See, yeah, you have to play the game or know the game to know what that means. But Yes. So my daughter, I thought this would be done. You know, I made Pebble, I made one in chunky yarn, one in acrylic. So one is big, one is like that big, you know, small. So those tutorials, yeah, I'm going to do tutorials for these in case, because it's a pretty popular game if people want to make one. But yeah, so she I thought Sprout would be it, but now she's saying, oh no, Mom, you've got to make all of these characters. I want you to do which one? Shelly, I think, is the next one she wants. I'm like, oh my gosh, Lizzie, I have other things I gotta make. Oh, nice. Our daughter and family live just 6 hours away and have taken up the task of cooking. Oh, nice. Since my mother-in-law is cooking the turkey and our oven will be you know, being utilized, we just signed up for rolls and apple cider because I'm like, I don't want to have to make anything because I'm not going to be able to. So we got in. Sean and I got the easy task. We just have to buy that and then we're good. Oh, no way, you guys. I got that in first try. Sweet. It's a little bit tangled. Nope, there it goes. Okay, sweet. That so rarely happens. You guys know. You're making a long cardigan for your daughter out of the red heart granny square. So but you're not doing them as granny square cardigan. You're just gonna let the colors do what they will. I think that's a good idea. I had bought it originally to make one of the other bags Amber had made, which was basically 4 granny squares on either side of the tote, and then there's like a widening strip along the bottom, and then it has, you know, the handles. So I may still do that because I bought the colorways that look like this, like retro kind of blacks in all of them. And then I got, one is kind of like the aqua kind of tones in there. One has the purple shades. One, what was the other one? I think there was 3 or 4 of the different colorways that looked really good together. So I was going to make those into a nice bag. And then I had bought that mixed tape retro fabric that I was going to do an inner lining. Oh, Color Me 40 Yarn Inspirations. I'm going to write that down. No, this is not part of my pattern that I'm writing, but I'm going to write that code down. Not that I need any yarn. I do not. No squares, free flow. Nice. Pumpkin pie, pecan pie, sweet potato pie, buttermilk pie. Love it. I bought the kids socks that had pumpkin pies on them. I'm like, you have to represent, you know, for our new kittens. I know I'm a dork, but it's okay. It's Thanksgiving time, so they were there. Turkey, ham, Christmas, Thanksgiving turkey. Yeah, so you do turkey for Thanksgiving too, and ham at Christmas. We do that too. I'm going to Tampa. I lived in Tampa for about 9 months when my husband and I were first dating. Long road trip. So I'm going to learn to make something so I could just crochet it all through the road trip. I might learn to make a heart or a star first. Nice. Should try to do one of those star blankets. Those, I've wanted to do those for quite some time, but I haven't because there's so many things to do. But yeah, those are really nice. They call them like the 6-day star blanket if you're looking them up. So, all right, let me just tie these little guys together in the back side. You'll never know that I changed, unless the colorway is different, but it looks exactly the same. So I gave the other ball band to the girls because, and I posted in the Discord, it was just so cute. They like to go through the ball band and then they're like back legs kicking at it. So they look like little skeins of yarn. You miss the kitties. They might come in, you never know, if they hear me talking. Passing my home. Nice. You were born in Tampa, Melissa? We lived right off the Courtney Campbell Causeway, if you know where that is. There's right off of that, there's apartments and there's a Bahama Breeze, which is delicious. And we would just walk there. It was a good time. It was hard for me to get used to how flat Tampa is because I'm so used to being surrounded by hills and mountains and such. Yeah, that I'm just thinking that that would be a really good project, you know, because it's gonna, once you get the idea, it's probably pretty mindless. So, good morning, Rita Pacheco. How are you, Rita? Welcome in. How is your morning going? What are you working on? So I am just single crocheting around. I'll start tapering it more quickly here in a little bit, but I want to do it, you know, somewhat gradual, but then it's kind of, I don't know. He's kind of gourd shaped, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So I was telling my husband that sometimes around the holidays, it seems to be holiday time. I don't know why we don't do this year round, but we'll have like a day where we'll have off a weekend or whatever, and we'll sit at the table and he'll be putting like a big Lego set together, and I'll be putting like my 3D book nooks that I have up here, which you can't see very well here. You'll see my camera, but so like I've got this one, 1, 2, 3. There's a little one in here somewhere too. But anyway, so I have a few. But one thing I asked him to get me for Christmas is some way to hotwire them so I can always have them plugged in. So we'll have those pretty things lit behind me too. So hopefully we can figure that out. It takes a little electrician knowledge. I don't know how to say that. That's a frizzy bee. That's my frizzy bee. He's also on, you'll find the tutorial for him too. He's a more squarish bee. He's meant to be like a bee present, kind of a, you know, pun sort of thing. But you can make him in tons of different, I've made him tiny, like when you do him in the acrylic yarn, you'll get a bee that's about yay big. Maybe even a little smaller, like about that big. I haven't made him in the tiny thread yarn yet, but so far just in that's a Bernat blanket extra, so that's thicker than even regular blanket yarn. Welcome in, Kimberly. How's it going? Sally Stevens is here. Hello, welcome in. There is, yes, there's actually 2. Actually, well, there's more than 2 because I try to make sure to do, thank you, Tank, yes, electrical knowledge. I'm like, how do you put that? I try to do left-handed and right-handed because you can flip the camera. I try to remember to do the left-handed videos for those that crochet left-handed. But I originally did the Be Present making the small one, and the small one is more present-like. So it's just the square with the wings on top and the stinger. That's it. So when I did this one I added antennae, and then it has the 6 legs as well. So you get that extra little bit detail in there. I feel like I'm crocheting single crochets with this knitting. I know it. Well, it pretty much is if you think about it, right, Amber? If you're just doing knits and purls, that's pretty much single crochets as far as how fast they work up. So how far has it gotten, Amber? I think you were like maybe, I don't know, an inch or so this morning on your live. So, and again, if you're just tuning in, this is our gift away. The winner will be on Thursday. I'm going to pick 5 names today to get your name in the hat, and then I'll pick another 5 names on Thursday before drawing the final name. So all you members, you guys already have your names in the hat as well. So this bag was made by Amber at JB's Crochet. Make sure you drop your link, Amber, so people can pick you up. Amber goes live every day during the week in the morning, which is lovely because we all have our coffee and hang out together. So thank you, Sally. I know I had a frizzy over here, and then I ended up putting it in for a gift away. Well, not a gift away, it was a raffle. And Dee over at Dee's Creative Hands has the other frizzy, but I needed one for me, so I made another one. So you've done, okay, so hey, there you go. You're getting there. You're making progress. You're making progress. I'm going to try, maybe I'll try out those double pointed knitting needles. I've never done double pointed knitting needles in the round. It's scared me. That's why I never did it. But if I can figure it out, I've always wanted to make stuff from, do you guys know who Mochi Mochi? I think it's Mochi Mochi Land, something like that. She makes knitted amis, little tiny little knitted amis, like little gnomes and things. And it's really pretty. I love this, the colors that she used in her bag. Yeah. But yeah, so Mochi, I think it's Mochi Mochi Land. But anyway, she makes like a whole knitted landscape. It's like a whole world. It's so cool. She does stop motion with her characters, so she'll post little shorts and stuff, and they're all moving around doing stuff. And she's put together huge displays at, you know, stores and things, and really cool stuff. So if I could figure those out, because she always uses these like little tiny double pointed knitting needles, and I was like, it's too much for me to brain right now. Oh, hello, Pie. Did you hear me talking? Okay, you guys, kitten alert. Hi, my sweet. You didn't realize I have a whole YouTube channel here, huh? So this is Pie. She's the one that looks a lot like Merlin, who's on the bed behind the wall. But this is Pie. Isn't she cute? Say hello. Say hello. Hey, look at that pretty face. Yeah, Sally, I just bought their size 2, so I don't know what Mochi gal uses for her tiny amis, but where are you going? Where are you going, huh? You got to check out the desk, I think. She's checking it out. She looks like one of those caterpillars. I don't know if you guys have those with the spiky hair. You know, they used to be like yay big. We had them in California. I don't see them here, though. Her eyes are gorgeous. They're such big eyes, like Betty Boop, you know? The paws are the toe beans. It's so cute. And there's Burley and Chad. I know. I get to draw them all. I'm so excited. Oh, she found Arthur's spot. He's not on it right now. So you guys know I have it's a 3-tier cart, but I made the top tier. It's a cat blanket area. So Arthur usually sleeps there during the day, but Pie just found it. Now she's on the other desk. What you doing? He's just sniffing around. Yeah, you smell your brother, I think, is what you're smelling. She's investigating. She's never been up here in my office. There's just so much to do. Please be careful, though, because you're so tiny. Yeah, she's just looking around. Kitten cuteness. Yes, Shade, if you missed it, last live, I showed both kittens. They're sisters. The other one, Pumpkin, she's gray and white with the white boots and chest and green eyes. Really pretty. Much bigger than Pie. Pie is tiny. Oh, be careful. Oh, she made the jump. She just jumped off the other desk. Boop, boop, shaboop. That used to be a nickname of mine. I don't know. I think it's because I think I would like make a big-eyed look or something. And they were like, oh, you look like Betty Boop. No, we adopted them. Yes. And I fully co-sign Amber that you should get another kitten. But don't be surprised if you come home with 2, because that's what happened with us. So, yay, Marianne. Awesome. Here, let's see if we can go. I'll see if I can. Let's see. Let me go to Ko-Fi and I'll see if I can find it. Here we are. Let's see. Can I just go? Oh, there we go. Okay. Did you post it on Ko-Fi yet? Because if not, no worries. I'm going to post your link to your Ko-Fi so you guys can find. She's got fingerless gloves, a beanie, and then now she's getting her 3rd part of the pattern here. So here's the link for Marianne's Ko-Fi for her patterns. Your cat Boots looks exactly like Pumpkin. Oh my gosh, how cute. Speaking of which, hi, Pumpkin. You want to say hi? Come here, my love. Oh, I got another kitty. Here she is. If I get her close, you can see she's got green eyes. There we go. There we go. Hi, my girl. Oh, and you posted it on Discord. Sweet. I grew up with 4 cats in the house, and it was amazing. Always a kitty to cuddle with, 100%. They were finding, and hi, Jennifer, welcome in. So sometimes I sit like cross-legged, I guess, and it makes a little cave right in the center. And then I'll put my laptop on there. So now it's really a cave, and they both were pretty much finding that they liked being in there, and then they were pawing towards me, and they were always playing. We didn't shade. No, the cats never, they probably would have warmed up to having the dog, but my son was really having a hard time. He didn't want to come downstairs. He does not like being licked or jumped up on, and she was 30 pounds, so she was just big enough to where it was overwhelming for him. What are the kitties eating? Hopefully nothing, but right now they're on science diet. That's what they have from the Humane Society. I'm gonna look into some. Oh, let's not cancel the live, my sweet pie, or my sweet pumpkin. See, I sometimes get confused. My brain doesn't brain all the time. But anyway, does your daughter know how to crochet? Not yet. She's 8. Hopefully, I will be able to teach her at some point, because once she can figure out how to make an ami, the girl's going to be crocheting like crazy. Yeah, so they're on kitten food, science diet, and then I also get them wet food that's from Blue Buffalo, I think it is, and it's the grain-free little wet foods. Hi, Sunflower, welcome in. That was it was a really tough call, Shade. Yeah, I with the dog, I went through a panic moment where I was freaking out, because dogs are a lot of they just require a lot more like attention, and it's like a child, and I didn't at first realize, I guess, how much, but I started getting acclimated to it, and then I started enjoying it, and I was really falling in love with her. But my son just was not working through that. And he didn't even want to come home because of that. And I was like, I can't have that. So needless to say, we ended up giving her back to the rescue. They had an event, and I think she got adopted, because I looked and I didn't see her online anymore. So I think somebody probably snatched her right up. She's a sweet girl. No, they don't drink milk. Just water. They're not, they're supposedly 3 months-ish old. So they're off of all the milk and everything else. But yeah, so then we went to the Humane Society to look at the smaller dog. I was going to, just to see. It was really cute. It was a little Maltese. Had already been adopted, which is good, but ended up coming home with 2 kittens. So here we are. You just never know in life, right? Sometimes you need to go through things to make your way to the route that you should end up in the long run, right? So I feel like it all worked out in how it was supposed to. So, but anyway, there is a word of the day, you guys. If you haven't already put it in, and I don't think, some of you probably have. Let me check. 2 people have put in the word of the day. I will tell you, it's a name. That's probably too much information, or too many hints. But it is a name. What you looking at, Pumpkin? Oh, Pie's down there too. They're investigating my office space. We'll see if they grow. They've already kind of grown a liking to yarn, but I try to make sure I divert their attention to something they can play with. Yeah, Melissa. I could not have my son not wanting to come home, you know, and with all the other stuff we're working on with him, with his autism and stuff, it's like, I don't need to add this right now. Where is the word of the day? So the word of the day, you have to be 18 or older. But basically, every time that I go live, it's not a animal's name. I'll say that. So that will give you another hint. But anyways, so word of the day is to get your name in the hat for the monthly appreciation gift away. And this month is very generously donated this bag by Amber at JB's Crochet. And so the bag is coming with whatever, all the stuff that's inside of it. We'll go through that again on Thursday before we do the gift away. But I'll be drawing 5 names today to get your name in the hat. So that is the kicker. Nope. Haven't put it in yet. There we go. There we go. The name is Amber. Because the bag came just yesterday, actually. At first I was like, wait, what am I getting in the mail? That's so fun. But yeah. So the word of the day is Amber. Just go ahead and put that in, and then I'll be drawing names. I go through Nightbot to help me with the selection. 4 names will get 2 entries in, and 1 name gets 10 entries in. So that's what you are playing for.
Are you live?
I am live. You hear Lizzie. She forgot that I have my live this morning, I think. But we don't have too much work today since it's the last day of the school before the Thanksgiving holiday. So lucky duckies only have a short day today. You want to come say hello?
I'm going to go eat my breakfast.
Okay. This is Lizzie. If you haven't met my daughter, this is Lizzie. The kitties came to say hello.
Did it?
They got to see the kitties this morning. They were like, oh no, we don't get to see the kitties,
Yes.
but they came in. So that's the bag that Amber made, and this is the monthly appreciation gift away. So I don't get to keep this
Looks like
beautiful
Pride
bag.
Month.
Isn't that pretty?
It looks like Pride Month.
Which is gorgeous. It's like rainbow. It's a rainbow, but instead of red, you get pink, like a magenta. Hello, my little Lizzie. Why don't you go have your breakfast? Because once my live is over, it's hitting the books time. And hello, Tracy. Welcome in. And Butterfly is here. Welcome in. Welcome in. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Nope. I think we got everything. So silly. So anywho, put the name in. Let's see where we're at with that. We have 16 entries so far and 25 watching. Unique. Hi, Lizzie. I'll let her know you guys said hi. I will let her know. So yes, get that word of the day in. So today I will be working more on Sprout, and then I might try to get the socks on those knitting needles at least. But I keep debating on if I'm going to make any Christmas gifts this year. I feel like that might be. She's a cute mini-me. Thank you, Jennifer. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I might do some the hot pads ones because I like those, and I think those are purposeful for people, especially for those that, you know, that think handmade things are cute, but sometimes are like, oh, that's nice. I feel like at least with that, it's useful too. So, aw, thank you, Melissa. I always try to be, I try to be the fun, you know, happy mom and all that. But then if there's something that I have to be hard on them about, that's when she's like shocked because she's not used to that. And I don't do that very often. So I don't have to very often. But if there's something that they've done that's not good, I have to let them know, right? Oh, thank you, Rita. And that gets you your name entered in for the appreciation giveaway as well. So we've got the 5 entries so far from oh my God, Kendra. My brain, Kendra, my brain. And then Rita's got hers in. I'm writing them down. All right, I just spent 40 minutes crocheting something and it's not working out. Oh no. Hi Blair, welcome back. How's it going? Oh, thank you, thank you. Some 2000. What is, you know what? Mine wasn't doing that. Now it's doing that. Remind me your name again, because I have a few Yarny friends that have like the nice pretty purple logos, and I just don't, I want to make sure I'm not calling out the wrong one. That's frustrating, Unique, to have, let's just spend 40 minutes and it's not working out. That would be very frustrating. And I'm glad you're doing well, Blair. Thank you, Tank. Thank you, thank you. That gets your name in. The gift away is on Thursday. I can't believe it's already the end of November. What the hey? It's going so fast. It's going to be Christmas before you know it. Oh, it's okay, Blair. So for anyone that's 18 and over, we are spamming right now. We're doing Amber is the word of the day. So that she's not spamming. She's just making sure her word gets in there. Oh, Tank. You get in there for being a member too. Get your name in the hat. This yarn, so this is the Premier Parfait Chunky. I like it. I don't know if I like it as much as the Bernat though. It is nice. It does keep its shape pretty well, but if you have to frog back, then yeah, it starts to the fluff starts to kind of come off. You can kind of see, do you see the white? So it's basically fluff attached to this little teeny tiny strand, and it can very easily start to pull off if you're if you start to frog and such, which sucks. It's very frustrating. So I don't know. But so far they've been holding up okay. It's just I have to be careful not to have to frog too much, or if I do, I have to cut it, start fresh, tie it off, that kind of thing. This whole year has been fast. Yes. Your icon is Chiari awareness. Chiari awareness. Chiari. I'm not sure what that is, but welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm not sure what I am in the mood to crochet next. Your crochet's trying to hide on you. Ooh, that's tough. Let's think. You could, well, you've done a lot of bags, right? You've done a lot of bags lately. What haven't you crocheted in a while? Maybe a cardigan? Have you not crocheted one of those in a while? Hi, Panda. Happy Tuesday, my friend. Are you working? K-R-E. Kiri. Kiri? Is that how you say it? Kiri. Oh, okay. I'll have to look into that. I've just never heard of that before. Happy Thanksgiving. It's Turkey Day coming up. Mashed potatoes and gravy. What else? Pumpkin pie. You're burnt out on cardigans, I bet. Have you done a scarf lately? I'm trying to think what else you could do, because you've done a lot of totes, you've done a lot of beanies, fingerless gloves, cardigans. So scarf perhaps would work, or What else could she do? Something else. What other wearables are there? Chiari. Thank you. You have to really phonetically spell things out for me, you guys. Break it down. Give me the dummy version, please. Break it down. You finished a bunny for your niece. Oh, you're off today. Left work early yesterday because of your back. Oh, feeling a little better. I'm glad you're feeling better. And now what are you going to work on? Just sitting with heating pad and working on hook stuff. Nice. Mashed potatoes and gravy. Little chapstick holders. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Or you could make even smaller bags and do like little cell phone holder bags, like little crossbody cell phone holder bags. I've been seeing those come around a lot too. Yeah. Yeah, my thing's going off here. Sorry. This malformation of the brain that affects the cerebellum. It's commonly the cause of base of the skull severe headaches that don't respond to most meds. Oh my goodness. Sounds awful. I'm just getting like people texting me up a storm over here. Working one first market bag. Nice at the moment. Nice. So if you haven't put the word of the day in, it's Amber. So make sure you get your word of the day in. 18 and older. Must be 18 and older. This isn't affiliated with YouTube. All the blah, blah, blah. I got to get the jargon so I can say it in a really quiet voice and say it really fast like they do on those infomercials, you know, that have the breakdown of the side effects and all that stuff is like so much longer than the original ad. It's terrible. Yes, thank you for helping me say that. Chiari. Okay, I got it. Got you on the big screen. My face is huge. All right. Ooh, you picked up the pot holder. Nice. Are you doing the one that was in the Discord? Because that one looks good. Sent me a pick in Discord message of the bunny. Oh, I do want to see it. Yes, I do. All right, so get the word in, you guys. Let's see how many people we've got. We've got 19 entries. There's 30 watching. So if you want to get your name in for the monthly appreciation giveaway, again, the bag is from JB's Amber Crochet. JB's Crochet Amber. Amber, put your channel in again so everybody can pick up your channel. You guys, if you like hanging out in lives, she goes live 5 days a week, which is, I mean, I'm like at 2, I think I'm okay. I run out of things to talk about. And then I'm like, come on, guys, let's think of things to chat about. Like, what's going on? What is the happening stuff? Tell me all the things. All right. Looking in Discord, looking for some bunnies. Oh, Grammy Rita, that's your pup. He's so cute. Okay. All right. Oh, you sent it just to me. Okay, got it. Oh my gosh, Panda, can I share that? So cute. You did so well. You're getting the hang of amigurumi. Welcome in, Sherry Knowles. How's it going? Good to see you. Talking a deep voice for the huge head. Oh my God, Amber, I was cracking up this morning when you started talking. Somebody said they were watching her on the phone, which I was too, but Amber started talking to this little tiny voice. She's like, 'cause I'm just a little thing. It's singing me right now. No, I'm huge. You gotta see me in the big screen. Oh my gosh, it's too funny. All right, I'm going to show you real quick that Panda has been working on. Look at that cute little bunny. Isn't that cute? It looks like one of the Sun bunnies. I'm trying to like show you the top of the head and it does not want to show you the top of the head. I don't know why, but here it is. So cute, Panda. Good job. Oh, that didn't work either. All right, here we go. I'm coming back. Here I am. You are getting better. Yeah, it just takes, you have to go through making a few that aren't your favorite until you start making them how you want them, you know? So because the first ones I made were like, they're all right, but you could see the stuffing through the holes and all that stuff. So all right, so we're at 21 entries. I'm going to start drawing names here because we got 6 minutes to the hour. And so I want to make sure that we get the names drawn for today. So those making pot holders, do you know about how much yardage it takes to make like a square pot holder, a double thickness cotton pot holder? I'm just wondering on if I'm going to need to do 2 balls from the Dollar Tree for the cotton, or if 1 ball and the color is going to make enough, because they're only 82 yards each. Will of course make my own design instead of following a pattern tutorial. Of course. Otherwise, you always can go rogue, right? If you needed something to kind of get you started, but I know you don't. All right. Okay, so I'm going to start drawing some names. All right, here we go. So the first 4 people that I draw get the 2 entries in, and then the last one is going to get 10 entries in. Okay, so good luck, everybody. So this will be for Thursday's monthly appreciation giveaway prize. Here we go. Rebecca, congratulations. That's 2 for you, and re-roll. Butterfly, congratulations. All right, we're gonna get another one. Tank, see, Tank? You got it, my friend. You got your name in there again. That's +2 for you. Sherry Knowles, congratulations. So that's 2 entries for you, Sherry. And then the last one is the 10 entry winner. Okay, so here we go. Mary Ann, Mama Wench, Crazy Train, Mary Ann, +10. Congrats, you guys. Thermal stitch, I only need 1 skein of cotton to make. I just wonder how many yards it is, because I just had never seen this. I was so excited when I saw all these colors at Dollar Tree yesterday. I'm like, yes, please. I will take 1 of each. Thank you very much. Yes, please. Nana, Mariana is in house. Welcome in. Alpine's is a little more of a yarn eater, so it depends. I gotcha. I'm going to be able to use the 2 colors without having to add to them with the single crochet magic pot holder I'm doing. Okay. Nice. The head on the Sunbunny pattern, so used a different body and head with the Sunbunny appendages. So you made like a Frankenbunny kind of thing, Panda. You're like, I'm going to take a little bit from here. We're going to go with those legs on this one. It's like those things that we had as a kid where, remember the flip books where they would have like the head of one monster and then you'd have like the torso of another and then the feet of another. Make up different ones. 180 yards is how much a Hobby Lobby cotton skein is, but that should be plenty if you have multiple colors. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm thinking that I think it'll probably take 2. I'll probably have to do one side one color, one side another color, so it'll be reversible, which is fine. I think that'll be nice. So if one side gets really beat up, they can just flip it to the other one and have the other color. A Frankenbunny! Oh my gosh. Only you, my friend. Frankenbunny plays the alien games on his lives. I love it. Maya's in the house. Literally so sorry I haven't joined it forever because I had the busiest week. Oh, well, I'm glad you're able to come in for the last, a little bit. I'll stay for a few more minutes. But thank you for coming in anyway. Even if you're here towards the end, that's totally fine. You know what? You come when you can, and when you can't, I get it. We have lives of our own too, so Anytime you guys are coming here to hang out with me, I'm happy. I am happy. Use the thermal stitch. It is so thick, you don't have to make 2 sides. Wow. Okay, I don't even know what that looks like, Sherry, but I'll definitely check that out. Thermal stitch. I kind of like, you know, I like that idea of trying out some different stitches and making pot holders because, yeah, it's such a purposeful thing you're going to use anyway. It's nice. Maybe I'll make some for my sister-in-law because I could see them having use for that. So they cook a lot, so which is good. Good times, good times. I'm almost done. No, I'm not. I thought I was almost done with the round. Almost. Well, kind of. Not really. Halfway. Almost halfway. I'll finish this round. Your name is Summer. Sum Sum. Since age 14. I love that. Youth group called me Sum Sum in a hilarious run across the house. Oh my gosh, I love that. It's a cute nickname too. I'm glad that one stuck. That's super cute. And that would have been funny to see a guy running around going, Sum Sum! Like, help me. You know, as small as Pi is, her meow, because tuxedo cats, if you don't know this, they talk a lot. There's times where I'll have a conversation with Merlin. I don't know what we're talking about, but it's very important, whatever it is, you know, and we go back and forth and we're chatting. Well, little Pi does that too, but hers is like, and she'll hold the note, so she'll be down on the ground looking up at me like, and when I reach down, she puts her paws up like this for me to pick her up. It's so cute. She's like just a little baby. I love it. Oh, no worries, Panda. I am making Sprout. He's a character from the game Dandy's World from Roblox. He is a strawberry character. So his head is a strawberry. So he'll have green, like, it's kind of like a hair sort of thing. She wants me to do it closer to how the fandom drawings are done, not because she says, I don't want him to look chopped, Mom, which means because he normally has like 3 up here and 3 coming down. So she wants it to look more like, kind of like more hair, or more like an actual strawberry, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, so that's his head. Right now I'm working on his body that will come up to the head. Then he wears a scarf around. It's a striped scarf, and it's going to be striped. This is the green that we found for his hair. And then I've got his legs and arms are in a lighter, I don't know if you can see the difference because it's really blowing it out. This is a lighter color. Let's see what this one's called. This is called Mango, this one. So we've got the mango for his arms and legs, and now that I'm looking at it, it might not be enough. I might have to buy more of that. Black I've got for his eye, pupil, and then I have white for the other part of his eyes and his mouth. But the striping scarf is going to be in a shade of pink and white, so it'll just be alternating. So Luna must be a tuxedo cat in another life because she will have quite the conversation. I love that. It's so fun when you're having those chats with them and you're like, are you really, Merlin? Is that right? Huh? What are you doing? He just goes back and forth. Endless chatter, endless chatter. Yours is a gray tortie-shell. Oh, how cool. I had a tortie at one point. Jezzy, did she chat as much? I think she did talk. Not as much, though, as some of the other kitty cats. Yell in your face for no reason. Just because. Why not? You know? Oh, it's so funny. I was watching a video, or it was a short this morning, and it was a whole bunch of clips of orange cats, because orange tabbies tend to be known for mischief and just sometimes being really like kind of rude. And I was busting up laughing. It was so funny, just watching go from one video to the next as these orange cats are just going nuts. Never realized how thick that stitch was until I finished the first pot holder. Wow. Tries to convince us she'd be good going outside. Aww. Has she ever gotten outside, Amber? Merlin is the first to dash out just because he wants to chew on some grass. But we've tried to kind of just let him have a little outside time. Hi, Arrow. Welcome in. We've tried to let him have outside time, but if you leave him outside for too long, he gets too comfortable. Then he'll climb the fence, and he's done that, gone into our neighbor's yard, laid down on their cement patio area. We had to like coax him back with treats or something. I don't even remember. You have a colony of ginger cats and they get crazy. When you were working at the prison, the inmates would adopt the stray cats around the unit. Aww. Blair, you have a Siamese? You have a Siamese cat? Yeah, I think Siamese tend to be very chatty too. Spent a good hour out there without us noticing once we let her go out on the deck for a minute or two. Wow. Yeah, he'll go out and chew grass, and then usually we'll just put him back in. And then Arthur followed him once, and then he had that look of, oh my gosh, I don't know why I came out here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And so he ran back in really fast. Eartha is evil to all the other cats in the house if she isn't let outside most of the day, every day. Aw. So she's an indoor-outdoor kitty. It's getting cold here, so I feel bad for any of the kitty cats that are outdoor cats. Not as cold as some areas, but it can get pretty bitingly chilly, It comes back in at the end of the night and claws at your bedroom window when she wants back in. Aw. Oh, she sleeps in the boys' room, and she's quiet and sweet. Such different personalities all these kitty cats have, But they add a very fun vibe to a house, I think. His name is Skippy John Jones. I love it. Yes. I love that. So cute. But yeah, it's just been so fun to see the boys with the girls, because they watch them because they like to see that, oh, it's playtime, okay. And slowly but surely they're starting to try to play too. It's gonna make them feel young again, I think, especially Merlin, because he's almost 9. They used to do the same with the ground squirrels. Saw a fat ground squirrel eating up a Jolly Rancher. He couldn't get into his hole. He was so chubby. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Few rounds of the pot holder, bored with it. Moving back to the knitted chunky beanie. I was pretty sure you changed your project back and forth like 3 times during your live, Amber. I was like, wait, wasn't she working on the knitting? She's holding a hook now. Oh, hi, Merlin. Hi, babes. Hi. You want to come say hi? Huh? Hang on, I gotta get this yarn out of the way so you actually have a spot you can land. Want to come up here? Want to say hi to the chat before we say farewell? He's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Come on, I got this special chair just so that the kitties can lay on it. Want to come here? He just wants to play with the bag that your bag came in, Amber. You got to get ready for work. We'll see you later, Rebecca. I'm going to see if I can show you. There he is. You see him? Don't mind the mess. Or the banana slugs slippers of Lizzie's. Hi, Merlin. There he is. There he is. Merlin's in the chat. Merlin's in the chat. You just see his eyes. He's like, he's blending in with the bag that's behind him. Is a black bag as well. There he is. Yeah. Hey, you know what? But you're making progress. So everything is progressing. I always say it's like herding ducks, you know, like you're kind of like, oh, this one's getting behind. Hang on. This is herding them along. Ducks, geese, you know, anything like that works. My sweetest good girl is Gracie, a deep gray, medium long hair with a few orange torty splotches. Oh, that's got to be beautiful. She's got to be a beautiful kitty. I was very excited because when we went to the Humane Society, we had to leave the kitties there because I needed to come back with my son to make sure that we were picking the ones he wanted as well. And of all the cats, they even had a group of 3 Siamese cats, Siamese mix maybe cats. One of them looked like one of our old cats that we miss and adored. His name is Josh. They looked a lot like Josh, and he was like a snowshoe Siamese, so he was kind of a mix, light blue eyes. Anyways, they had really vibrant colored cats. Then they had the 2, Pumpkin and Pie, right? And we have one that looks like Merlin, the kids fell in love with, and then one that it was the gray and the white. So it was like, wow. I thought the kids would have gone instantly for the shocking, like, vibrant ones. There was even one that came through that had the same colors as Arthur, but in different patterns on. So the whites with the variated browns and such. So I was excited though, because you know what? Those are the kitties, the ones like we got, I think, that don't get adopted as quickly because so many just grab the ones that you don't see as often, you know? But I love black cats, so I was happy. Snowshoes are super beautiful cats, yes. We weren't even sure if he didn't have like, what is it called? Like ragdoll, a little bit of ragdoll in there, because he was such a potato, that cat. He would he would be stretched out on his back, stretched out splooting. He was all over the place. It was just so funny to watch him. Minx cat, little short tail. Oh, how cute. I've seen those. I'm going to get the mom's blanket done and that dragon. Yes. And good on you for doing the wiring after you'd already like finished the body with, I think the head wasn't on yet, right? And you did the wiring afterwards. That had to be a little nerve-wracking. Tell Merlin he's still your favorite. Merlin, Melissa says you're still her favorite. Persian cats aren't very nice. They will trick you and make you think they are sweet, rubbing up against your leg till you try to pet them and they want to rip your face off. Oh my gosh. Had to wait for a phone call. Hi, Leslie. See, there's one of my other friends that's got the really pretty, I love that royal purple color. It's just so eye-catching. Plain looking cats are usually last to get homes. Well, and I told Lizzie because she was worried about leaving Pie where she was. And if you didn't hear what their names were originally, Pie was Elvira and Pumpkin was Vampira. So we got rid of those names. The kids don't even know what that's from, you know, like I get the reference, but they had no idea. And they're like, why would we want to keep those as the names? But anyway, she was worried Pie would get taken. And I said, honey, I actually feel pretty confident that Pie will still be there this afternoon when we come back. I am fairly confident that she will be. And I think that, you know, you don't need to worry, just because the Siamese ones were the first ones getting brought into rooms to play with and stuff like that. And so I was excited that she wanted some that, you know, the kittens go first. We know that. And they have some older cats. Lizzie was even saying, she's like, you know, now that we've gotten the kittens, I feel like maybe next time we can always get one of the cats that needs a home that's older that's there. Like there was one that was 12 years old. I don't know why or how he's in the Humane Society at 12 years old. Super sweetie pie though, it seemed like. So it's just sad. I would adopt an older cat in a heartbeat. Just, you know, let them just chillax. That's all they want to do. Boots isn't chatty at all. The only time that he's loud is in the car when he's scared. Yep. Or when he gets random zoomies once a year. Aw. They are Helix. Yes. They are very cute. I don't know if they fit the girls, but those names are very cute. So it's just funny because, you know, they have to come up with different names that kind of go with a theme. And some of the litters would be, one of the themes they had was like ice cream flavors, Rocky Road, you know, that kind of stuff. So depending on their coloration, it's just fun to see what the volunteers and stuff name the kitties. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess I've chatted your ears off for an extra 15 minutes. I did say I was going to finish the round though, so I'm going to finish the round. So definitely drop your drops, you guys. We have just another minute or two here. That's the only thing I can think of, Summer, is that maybe their person passed away. In fact, I found out because I was kind of nosy and I overheard one of the people there talking, because my husband was like, why is this 3-year-old Maltese who is a super sweet dog, like how did this 3-year-old Maltese get to the Humane Society? You very rarely will see those dogs there. And I overheard them say it sounds like there was an accident, and it was the Maltese that came in with a poodle, like full standard poodle. So that one was also there, and the people decided they needed to relinquish that, you know, their rights to the animals. So we don't know the details, but you can kind of probably read between the lines that there's perhaps some other things going on for them, that they would have to do that, you know, but they will both be homed very quickly. I know the Maltese is already gone, so had to go to a nursing home. Yeah, that's true. Basically a cat retirement home. Totally. You got to get there's one house that lives nearby us that has a cat. I don't know that they called it a catio. They have a name on there for it. Huge outdoor attached to the house enclosure that is amazing. It's like in a whole apartment for cats, you know? And I think I've seen a cat in there once. So I have no idea how that happened. Like how the cats wouldn't always be outdoors under this beautiful enclosure. Well, hello, Dan. How's it going, my friend? Have you been dyeing any yarns lately? I hope you're doing well. Having the pup pads around for the seniors. Mine needed them in her last years. Yeah, that happens a lot. But yeah, I agree. And I think, so we're going to start adding cat shelving. We're going to do an indoor sort of play areas to sleep that are up high for them, just especially since we have 4 of them now. But I would kind of still like to do something that's attached perhaps to the outside of the house, even if it's just a little small sitting enclosure that they can go into when it's nicer weather. Your work is kicking your butt right now. Well, hopefully things will slow down soon so you can get back to some creative things, right? Trying to talk your husband into getting you a donkey. That's so random. I love that, Melissa. I want a donkey. We're all like talking about cats and stuff. No. I need a donkey. That needs to happen. They are cute though. They are very cute. All right. I finished my round, you guys. I finished the round. I'm going to have to start decreasing. Looks like I'm making a Santa or something, but I'm not. It's okay. So I will keep you guys posted on how the progress goes on Sprout. perhaps progress on some pot holders later. But thank you guys for hanging out with me for a little longer today. They could be stubborn. So, yeah, well, there is another name for a donkey. Sherry. I won't say it, but it happens. Mini donkey, yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I will hopefully see you Thursday. Yes, it is Thanksgiving. I will be here though in the morning, so we can hang out if you guys are free. Spend a little bit of your Thanksgiving with me. Otherwise, I hope you have a fabulous time with your families and enjoy some time off of work. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.